way that I was trained is how do we go in and rewire how the brain thinks, and we call that neuroplasticity, and as far as rerouting the thinking process of those channels. So we go in and we, through mediated process, same thing that we're doing in the podcast. You're asking me questions and you're kind of making me focus in on what part of my brain am I supposed to be extrapolating that information to give it to you, right? Sometimes a lot of that's not happening to our kids nowadays. You know, technology's changed, and so different components of their brains aren't being activated, and we call those dendrites. They're falling asleep, they're dying. But just because they're dying doesn't mean they can't be reawakened. We have to reawaken them through questioning, through, you know, interaction, through interpersonal and intrapersonal communication. And we don't get that because whenever we go to restaurants, what do we see? People are on their phones. They're not even communicating anymore when they're sitting down talking to each other. So that's like a rule of thumb that we have in our household, is like, while we're at the table, there's no phones. While we go out, there's no phones. You need to communicate. You need to talk to each other. You need to, you know, get to know one another on a personal level.
Eye contact.
Absolutely, it's lost.